What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioS 3 Raw TV. So tonight I'm going to talk about something that, does concern our health, our longevity as humans in general. Because, all right, let's just start at the beginning. I always do these things. I start with an initial thought and then launch into something because it doesn't sound right when I'm saying it. So I'm looking at these people arguing about GMOs, glyphosate of all things. Shit that, is stuff that we've created as human beings. And some people are just telling everybody, shut up, it's all fine, it's all safe, it's all dandy. Now, how much good has ever come from having that attitude? Very little, right? And then you have the other people fighting back saying, well, some say we don't know what it does. Like, we're finding out that, that there's no real proof that this stuff is safe or not. And then you have the other end of the spectrum that are like, look, there's a lot of proof saying this stuff is not safe. Right? So my take on it always is hashtag Jerry Logic one more time, right? Logically, if something is 100% safe and it's been tested nonstop, and especially if it's natural too. I'm not going to say that there aren't things out there that are natural that are not dangerous. But there are a lot of things out there that are natural, in their natural state, are not dangerous. And when we start fucking with them as humans, they become dangerous. Now, so the glyphosate thing we'll take, or GMOs or whatever, we'll take that all with the grain. I'm not here to argue one way or the other. I don't fucking care. I have my own ideas. Doesn't fucking matter. I've spoke about them. Doesn't matter. But the bottom line is, anytime you have one thing that you're talking about, like, again, where's that marker? We got the marker, okay? Instead of glyphosate, we'll talk about the marker, right? Sharpies. We'll talk about Sharpies. So this Sharpie is safe to inhale, of all things, right? And then other people go, well, there's not enough really to say whether or not it is safe, and other people, okay, it's not safe to inhale. We focus on the Sharpie. So if it was 100% safe to inhale, the other 2 points of view would not exist because there wouldn't be any data going towards the other way. If there was one single truth about something being safe, right? Nothing else would exist. No arguments. It's safe, right? But what happens is it's not necessarily safe. So now we have to go, is it the discretion of the users that make it safe, or is it just not safe to anyone? Or is it not safe to those who have a genetic predisposition for it not to be safe? Okay, all these other things pop up. But the bottom line is, this is not necessarily safe. Plain and simple. And so many people out there, I mean, I would rather have the people deem, look, like, I think it's safe if it's used responsibly. However, it can be unsafe if it's not. I would rather have them say that than be like, oh, you're so fucking stupid. That person's stupid. Calling people names. I'm guilty of this in the past also. But arguing because their point of view says it's 100% safe because, and realistically, there isn't a single study or scientific anything saying it's 100% safe all the time. But they'll argue it because some of the data said that it's fairly safe. But they'll argue it like it's 100% safe and the other people shouldn't even have an opinion because the data doesn't exist. Although it exists. The data is saying it's not safe. So now we have this argument that goes on between people about things being safe, not safe, might be, we don't know. And people argue about it. And I'm like, why don't we use a little bit of fucking logic, okay? If you deem, I don't think this is safe, don't consume it, don't go around it, don't buy it. If you are one of the people that are like, well, I don't know, well, look at it this way. If you buy it, consume it, you're taking a risk because you don't know. Therefore, you're given it a 50-50 shot or whatever the odds are that that thing is not going to be safe. If you're one of the people who says deems it safe, just fucking use it to excess and not give a fuck what anybody else is saying or doing. Why do you care what the other fucking people are doing and saying if you deem it safe? What aggravates me? Well, who fucking cares if it aggravates you? Get the fuck over it because you believe that you know the truth. Why don't you just let the truth fucking come out eventually and let those people fucking swirl around the fucking bowl in their cesspool of negativity? Because you can't do it because realistically there's data out there saying that you're fucking wrong and you got to be right. So people argue. Now, we're spending so much fucking time now in 2019, in the last, decade, to be honest with you, undoing shit that we did to ourselves. Just like the marker, right? Scientists really didn't have any information saying that smoking was bad for you. There was nothing, right? Well, it might be, we don't know. In its most natural form, the tobacco wasn't the issue, right? Just like the foods that we eat, in their natural form aren't the issue. They're not causing genetic fuck-ups in people or issues. However, the GMOs that we've created do cause issues in some people. Other people not. Smoking the tobacco the way it was grown out of the ground wasn't causing many issues anywhere for any means. We started recreating, putting chemicals and shit in it. Now, some people get lung cancer, some don't. Some people fucking, there are women that sound like they fucking, like, eat gravel for like, hey guys, how's it going? Everything's good here. From smoking. Other women, it doesn't happen to. Right? So we know that there are dispositions for one thing or another, but back in the day, it was all safe. It was all safe. And when it was safe, here's the fucked up part, it was advertised everywhere and pushed even on kids. Like, it's safe to smoke. Actually, doctors used to say it's healthy to smoke. It's actually healthy. They encouraged it. When you go to a rehab facility and you're quitting drugs, they encourage you to take up smoking. Like, that was what was happening back then, until they realized, holy fuck, this is not just for people with genetic predisposition for lung cancer. It causes lung cancer and ate a lot of people. In a big part of the fucking, now we got to put that on the thing, and people got to, you know, take it for a grain of salt. But what happened was many people are already addicted to it. Think about the foods that you're eating that you can't give up. You're arguing about the GMOs. I can give up literally anything tomorrow. Anything. You ask me, it doesn't matter what. I give up shaving, give up dyeing my hair. It doesn't matter what it is. I can give up anything because I don't feel I have this addiction to anything, because I can give them up. If you're going to argue about fucking GMOs and they're so why are you arguing? Who gives a fuck? Are you so invested in them? Are you addicted to these foods that you don't want to give up? What is the argument? Why are you arguing? Because plain and simple, there should be, hey, everybody does what they fucking want to do. Now, my disposition is, so many people that thought smoking was safe now knows it's not. We're spending all this money and time with thetruth.com to reverse the thinking that was put in place years ago to make you think everything is fine. Just like glyphosate and GMOs, it's the same shit. There's, I don't want to call it propaganda, but information persuading you to think everything is fine. However, years after years after years, all new data came out about smoking. All new data is coming out about glyphosate. All new data is coming out about GMOs. And there are people out there that will fucking bury that information, tell you everything is fine, just like the smoking companies did. It's people like me and other people that want to put the information out there. And hey, whatever you decide, if you decide to eat the GMOs, drink the glyphosate, smoke a cigarette after it's all done, that's your fucking choice. So be it. It doesn't fucking affect me. Like, it doesn't make me upset. It doesn't make me angry. I don't care. What makes me angry is the people that are doing that, trying to force their views on other people. I'm not forcing my views. I'm putting out information that nobody else wants to fucking talk about. It doesn't mean that's not real. You don't have to click on the fucking video. If you clicked on the video, you chose to. I didn't force you to go in your house, put a gun to your head, sit you down, put the video on and say, watch it. I'm not forcing anybody to do everything. I'm giving you the opportunity to think for yourself. There are so many things out there. Fluoride. They used to say fluoride's 100% safe. We know now that it fucking calcifies pineal gland. It fucks you up. But there's also fluoride poisoning and all kinds of other shit that can happen to you. They used to say that wouldn't happen. It's all fine. They used to shove it in my mouth by the fucking truckloads when I was a kid for my teeth. Now they know, hey, listen, man, there's a lot more to this. We gotta use this stuff sparingly. We gotta fucking, you know, they used to think x-rays didn't affect you. You could just take as many x-rays as you fucking wanted. Well, now what happens is they fucking give you an x-ray in your teeth. They put the lead thing over here. They take precautions because they've learned as time goes along that some of these things they deem safe are not safe. So, I ask you guys, what do you deem safe? What do you deem acceptable? I mean, plain and simple, I eat apricot kernels. They contain fucking cyanide in them. That is a poison. However, they're very anti-cancer. I'm fully aware I'm consuming them. But I don't run around and say that they're safe. I know cyanide and strychnine are not safe. But I also understand that they can be helpful. That's not having a horse in the race, right? And not having a stake in the race, however you want to say it. Meaning, I'm there understanding that I'm taking something that can be poisonous, or I'm taking it for this reason. I'm aware of it. I respect it. That's the end of it. Let's say somebody out there is like, listen, man, I can't fucking avoid this glyphosate shit. They fucking sprayed over here. Where I live, they don't use it, but I'm on this trip over here. I have to eat it. Fuck, like, you know, there's a person that's going to stress out about it. The other person's going to say, I don't give a fuck. What's in it? Let's eat it. Right? There's going to be people that have their own ways of thinking about things, and your own way of thinking about things is fine for your own reality. But don't let other people influence your reality. Don't let other people influence your mind. Don't let other people influence your decisions that you deem what's right for you, because you might be one of those motherfuckers down the road. Glyphosate's fine. GMO's fine. You're all fucked up. You know, I mean, we've seen fucking crazy man-made disease now. Maybe you're growing a fucking arm out of the front of your forehead. We don't know what the fuck is going to happen. It may sound funny and crazy, but remember, science fiction usually winds up being fiction. Everything we've seen in the past that was science fiction becomes fiction. Okay, so a lot of things that we fucking deem crazy now becomes fucking fact later because of the weird shit that happens that we do to ourselves. So there's going to be somebody in the future. It's all fucked up from that shit. And we're going to see fucking case after case after case after case of it. And people are going to go, no, it's not it. And eventually they're going to have to come to terms and say, this is fucking it. In the future, we're going to see somebody who didn't consume those things, who doesn't have the problems. Then we're going to see people who have problems with other things. But the bottom line is, guys, what's the truth? The truth is out there, and the truth is the truth. What you decide to believe doesn't change the truth. Your truth doesn't make the actual truth change. but it can change and affect you certain ways. It can affect your health, your lives, rob you of the life that you have. So be aware. Don't be neurotic. Don't be OCD about things. But be aware. Because awareness is good. Awareness of yourself, awareness of what's going around you, awareness of what you put in your body, awareness of other people is a good thing. And I think nowadays we're not aware of much. We're just aware of what's right in front of us that we can see right now. Like I'm aware of this camera. I'm aware that the dog's in there sleeping with Aaron. I'm aware that the fan is running in there. I'm aware that there's a sandwich waiting for me because it's my cheat day in the refrigerator. I'm aware of all that shit. I'm not aware of just the camera all at the same time. And awareness, that's where it's at. BioStreetTraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. Let's drink. .com is the blog. The Aware Bicep. Totally aware I'm going to eat that fucking sandwich, and we are out.